He was pacing back and forth like he was on coke before they called him out, clearly about to piss his gay khaki shorts. I said, where's Gary wearing that? When they announced him, he sprinted to the mound and the crowd started going crazy. What everyone then witnessed was what looked like a stroke victim who had never seen a baseball in his entire life throwing a grenade. Yeah, here's Gary from another angle. You see, he didn't pick up his hand high enough over his head or something.
And it releases too early.
And now he knows the pitch has gone bad right here. Ooh.
There's a beaten man.
You look like a beaten man. The ball didn't even come close to the catcher, hitting the ump in the chest, who was standing about 4 feet to the catcher's left. The entire crowd reacted as if they just witnessed a car accident. Completely priceless. I'm sure Ryan Seacrest is laughing his ass off somewhere, watching Gary trot off completely humiliated back to his equally humiliated kids. Nice job. Oh, poor Gary.
But history has shown that there have been major league pitchers that have this problem.
What? There's been a lot of gay pitchers, I'm sure.
At least he hit the plate. At least he got it that far.
What plate? The umpire had a plate in his head? Ross, you're being too good of a friend now. Come on. I mean, I love Gary too,
what's wrong with being a friend?
Gary, come on. I'm doing my job.
Unfortunately for me, Artie, I threw this pitch 2 weeks after Artie came out of his drug-induced haze. I think it's better when he fucking slept through my shit.
I would have been calling you a fag in my sleep.
I think Artie's taking a minor degree of joy. I think he's taking
minor. A minor degree. You're some judge of.
Gary, this is the happiest day of my life.
Really, not the day you got off drugs?
I'm kidding. But no, listen, you're countering with an awful tragic thing that almost killed me, and I'm busting your balls about you throwing like a fruit. I mean, come on.
You know, it all comes around, brother.
Oh, yeah, all right. Well, listen, if I get to throw at the first pitch of the Yankee game, maybe I'll look like Liberace as well. Oh. Why didn't you suck David Wright's cock? It would have been less gay.
Oh, man. You think if a guy fucked Gary in the ass on the mound, it would have been less gay than the pitch he threw?
An Hispanic guy. Oh. You should have blown Mackie Sasser. If Carlos Delgado ass fucked you, it would have been fucking manlier.
All right, choose one.
All right.
Never having used heroin, so you wouldn't know how great it is, and you wouldn't have your addiction problems.
Right.
Or throwing like that. You choose one. Oh. Choose between them.
I would rather
have
heroin.
done heroin and now struggle with it.
Yeah.
Than throw a pitch like. I mean, you've said to me in the past, Artie, if I could go back in time and never have tried heroin, it would be so much easier.
And I would still. That's a close second. Why?
You would have to have on tape for the rest of your life you throwing a pitch like that. You would rather just go through heroin.
And I have a real explanation for you.
Go ahead.
Dead honest explanation for you. If there's a heaven, and I don't think there is,
right?
Or if there's a hell, and I see my father again, I could explain the heroin.
Right. But you could never explain that pitch.
But throwing like that on tape.
You could sit down with your dad in an imaginary conversation and say, Dad, look, things got a little.
You died on us, man.
I missed you.
I was in pain.
I was in pain. And he would say, okay, I understand.
Right, I got better, but I'm dead now.
But there's nothing you could say to him
to explain
that pitch.
He would look at me. He would feel like more of a failure as a father
than even with heroin.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Am I supposed to respond?
I'm waiting. You believe him, Gary?
Listen, if that's how he thinks, then his priorities are way out of fucking whack.
Oh, there's a bulletin.
Let me ask you something. Do you think your father, if you could say to him right now, Dad, your accident never occurred, you never would have fallen off a roof.
Right.
But in order for that to happen, there has to be tape of Artie throwing a pitch like Gary's. What would your father say? I think he'd rather just have the accident.
I think he would say, wow. Yeah, he'd rather be a quadriplegic.
Yeah. There you go.
I just know my own man.
Come on.
Robin, I had to think about it. Because my father, as a quadriplegic, would have thrown it better.
Right. Do you really believe that?
Yes.
Yes, I do. I know my
don't
dad.
believe
I know my dad, and
Wow.
What you're really saying is your father, because inevitably it led to your dad's death. So what
Right.
you're saying, your father would rather be dead than see that.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And Gar, I'll go you one better. My father would rather be dead than have a daughter who threw like that. Anything from his loins that threw like that, he'd rather fall off that roof again.
Every day of his life.
Every day.
All right, this is the last question. I really want to
Guys,
answer
this is
out.
Howard asking, so whatever
I just want an honest answer.
Just be honest. Like,
All right, be honest.
I've been honest the whole time.
Your beautiful sister, Stacy.
Yeah.
Would you rather she marry OJ? Or marry a guy who threw a pitch like that?
Oh.
I'd rather. Well, OJ was a great player, man.
Right. The man was a great athlete. I mean, he made a mistake.
he is a little dangerous already.
Or marry a guy who throws a pitch like that.
Yeah.
He has a bit of a history.
So a black guy or a fag?
No. A guy who might beat or kill your sister.
I'd rather her marry a gay guy.
You do?
Yeah, because OJ killed somebody.
All right.
I don't want OJ killing my sister.
Right.
But Howard, you see how hard I had to fight for that one?
Right. Yeah.
Why don't you throw your BlackBerry somewhere? It won't get hurt.
You want to come in and throw it at you now, see if I hit you? Then you might use it and score some drugs.
Yeah, throw it at me. You'll hit Fred.
Yeah.
Or I'll catch it like, it's a chick playing badminton or something.
By the way, I just heard on the wrap-up show, BOOEY has some small desire to throw another first pitch.
What?
Yes. I mean, that's what I said.
What?
I was like, what? I can't imagine why he'd want to revisit the single most humiliating moment in his life. Oh, yeah, I got it. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
One more time. Harry, one more time.
Oh.
And you notice how natural Jimmy is?
Yeah.
And then how awkward
They should have stopped there.
One more. Come on, guys.
Should have stopped already. And say, I give up.
Oh!
Oh.
See?
The third one's the best.
And he
wiped
throws
out.
the glove at Jimmy.
He wiped out the whole audience.
Then he's able to hit Jimmy.
Yeah, that you were able to do.
I did it in high heels on the
Right.
Jimmy Kimmel show and had no problem putting
That's
it right
true.
in Jimmy's glove.
I know.
And I didn't practice. I don't throw balls. I don't do anything.
He's got the Gary mask on. You're on the air.
Hey guys, yeah, Chris Waldron. I grew up outside of Philadelphia, but anyway, I live in Northern California right now, Sonoma County.
Hey, great, Chris. Tell us more about
What's your
yourself.
address?
Chris, you're not giving us enough information. If you don't mind,
How's the
tell
weather?
us where you were first born, the address of your home, and then move